What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about May for Scream 2023 or Scream 6. We are now entered the month. I'm recording this before May 1st, but you guys hopefully will see it on May 1st, and we're finally here. This is going to be a big month. We've had, obviously, quite the down couple months, obviously, ever since Scream 5 came out in theaters and obviously released on streaming services, on Blu-ray, etc., all of which are at least the Blu-ray 4K I do, in fact, own. But now we've entered May, and now we're going to get, I would assume, quite a bit of stuff. This has to be the month that we get the casting, which is very, very exciting, right? Because not only do we get to know, I guess, a first certainty about the main four meaning the new generation. So Sam, Tara, Mindy, Chad. Obviously, they're in it, but to just kind of say or know, and I guess maybe there's a little bit more to that, right? I was on a video recently with Craven Something Scary, and one thing I talked about was the whole idea of Neve Campbell back in the time of Scream 3 and how, and, you know, obviously, we a lot of people have talked about that limited amount of availability, so then how does that impact the movie? You could argue the same thing for like a Jenna Ortega nowadays. She's easily, I think, the most sought after and wanted of those four people. Is she going to be there for the entirety of the filming? I would assume so. I would hope so, but I don't think it'd be guaranteed like 100% for sure. But I think those are things we kind of find out all in this month. Obviously, well, Courtney Cox, I mean, everything under the sun says that she's in the movie, so that's fine. And then Neve, you know, obviously we talked about that before, right? Neve announced that she was going to be in, 2022, Scream 2022, as the last person to do it. You know, it was announced, I believe, from the Scream official, community page or Twitter, I think, at the time, right? So you're going to probably do the same thing if she is in it, so you'd probably do it last, but you only still have this month. You know what I mean? Like last time they announced a lot of things way early before they actually started filming, and that's fine because you kind of had to, because you were kind of bringing Scream back. This one is a little bit different, but you'd imagine, you know, even if she is the last person, which I would assume either at best she is the last person to sign on. At worst, she's not in it at all, and that'll be a conversation for a different day, right, when that actually happens. But that would happen probably late May, maybe middle May, late May, depending on how fast they start to announce the cast. And then finally, and this is a discussion we had a few videos ago, the new cast, right? It's kind of the breakdown. We talked about the number of people, like literal characters, that have been in past Scream movies, and when you go in with an established group, you have like a centralized core. Who else comes in with that? And then what do you do with those characters? Most times for Scream, you murder all of them. Sometimes, very rarely, do you do carryovers where you introduce a person in a movie and they actually would make it outside of the core cast. They would make it to the next one. So those are things. And, you know, people have their fan postings of either relatives to these people or, I guess, like a parent, right? Sam and Tara's mom. You know, I'm hoping she's in it. I'm not into the celebrity culture besides the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard stuff as much as other people are. So I don't really have a list of, you know, who I would prefer in certain roles. As long as they do their job, as long as they are believable, as long as they're well written. I mean, you can act as well as you want. If the script's garbage, that's a problem. And then if the script is really good, but you're not believable, that's also an issue, right? So at the end of the day, for me, I don't really care who's in it. I just hope that they're solid characters. They play the part. If they're not meant to be liked, because I was going to say maybe we have to, we should like them. Not necessarily. If they're not meant to be liked, we don't have to like them, right? And that's kind of the point of it. But all of that stuff should be happening this month. And then because in June, within the first week of June, there's going to be probably behind-the-scenes stuff. Now, I'm sure they're going to keep it very, very quiet. But, you know, we got a fair amount. We got an early picture last time of Courtney Cox in the red suit, the red reporter suit. So we got that. We got the official... At the time, we didn't know for sure, but it was, so we have to pay attention this time. The official name or the title for the movie, remember, it was not confirmed at the time what it was going to be. And remember, on the back of the chairs, you know how they just sit on chairs on set, it was Scream with that cut through the name. And that ended up obviously being not just the name, but like the official logo as well. So I'm sure that'll leak. They'll probably try to hide it, but I'm sure that'll leak. That's why it's probably best you should just announce the title now. If it's Scream 2, if it's Scream Again, if it's Scream Forever, if it's, you know, a Scream subtitle, just announce it now, so that because people are going to find out. We will find out, and we'll make videos immediately, and everybody that's in the know or wants to be in the know, they'll all be caught up. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be fun because June obviously is go time. All throughout July, beginning of August, I believe right at the end, beginning, middle of August, and then it's just the countdown to the movie releasing. We'll have those dead months, and then we'll have the trailer probably come out around that November through January period. So I mean, April this past month was the last of the dead months. It has to be, because May we're gonna get the stuff leading into the filming, and then June, July, August we'll have the filming, and it just goes on for there. So it's very, very exciting. And like I said, the thing to me that really stands out there, the thing that I'm most interested in, is how many new people come in. How many? Because you already have 4 main characters as the young group, and then you have at least one more in Gale. You could have 2 more with Gale and Sydney, and then, because if you introduce a friend group of like 5 or 6 more, you're effectively just doing Scream 5 or Scream 2022 again, and you probably would just kill them all off. That's a huge group. So I don't know. We'll see if they take the approach of making it bigger, going bigger than they did, or trying to reel it in and maybe kill off a couple of the 4 that you brought in, and then introduce a couple. Maybe one of them survives. Again, obviously the idea of making it a little bit different, maybe revealing a killer early, maybe having a killer carry over to the next movie, having 3 killers, having 1 killer, something like that, just to kind of throw it, a little bit different than what we've had recently. But like I said, April was the last of the dead months. There's no way May can be a dead month, because at least the casting's going to happen. And then with that, you'll have all the rumors of them. You'll have speculation of, okay, well, even if they don't give us like who they are, we can try to figure it out, and people can figure it out relatively quickly and relatively easily, so that should be a lot of fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll continue to obviously make videos every 3-4 days. I'm trying to do this, and then once we get new stuff, I'll make videos immediately. We'll come right back into heavy Scream content on the channel. Okay, but let me know what you think. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, so you know when all these videos go up. If you want to follow me anywhere else, all my social media, my Twitter, I have a second channel, I have Patreon and YouTube memberships. They're all in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you all on the next video.